So I found Moses Plummer. Just a simple grave, spelled with one M. Died at Hathaway, no, Ashaway, Rhode Island, I'm sorry, December 2nd, 1894, age 6 years. This is Moses' grave, very simple. Looks like he had some money. He was a carpenter, so he probably made some good money. He was never married. And I've been diving deep into the Plummer genealogy and family history, and a lot of people didn't get married for whatever reason, just like today, they were just people. But they moved around. Whenever I can find a Plummer ancestor, Moses is very distant. He's a fourth cousin, 4 times removed, so he's a little ways away from the direct line, but still, to me, he's a relative. We're all related in somehow, but I may have one time put our ancestors on a pedestal, but I still think they were special people to come here the way they did. And get into their lives. They were just people. They had idiosyncrasies. My second cousin and my direct answer, Joseph Plummer's older brother Samuel, he had an Indian slave that he freed in his will. So, I'm learning about them every day. I study them, and they lived in their times. We live in their times, and you cannot put people from the 18th or 19th century in the 21st century, because their values were different, their outlook was different. They lived in a smaller world. They had different prejudices. They had a lot of different things in their life that we don't have today to deal with. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and that is Moses Plummer. Another funny thing is, you never know. Some of them changed it to 2M, some kept 1M. I will talk about later about whose line. I think he is in my line, somewhere off on to the left or the right of the tree, one branch. A lot of branches here. We've been here since 1633. And we spread out a lot. There's other Plummers here in Rhode Island that I've discovered. There's a lot of ministers in the Plummer tree. Men that became ministers and taught were ministers. So maybe it's in my blood somehow, but they're all human. They all tried to live a life that they tried to live. Just like we do today. We do the best we can every day of the week. So did they, and they lived in a harder time. They all had large families, and those early days, a lot of them died young. If you had 12 kids, you're lucky if you had 6 of them that reached the age of 20. And sometimes they did. The mother died. Right after childbirth. You see that a lot. Check the dates. So they lived in a harder time. We complain about our aches and pains and all this today, but try living back 250, 300 years ago, And that's why I love researching by Plummer ancestors, is because they came here and they founded this country, and after a couple of generations, they moved out to all over the place and founded communities. And out west, Henry Plummer was a sheriff in Montana. I haven't got to him yet, but he was hung, and we think there's the book out there somewhere that I gotta get to tell the story. But Yeah, so all kind of characters. So the characters in life today, there's characters 300 years ago, 150 years ago, 200 years ago. My great-great-grandfather was 40 years old plus. He enlisted and fought in the Civil War in the heavy artillery. And he enlisted twice. So, other plumbers answered the call in 1776. Some for a few months, but if you know your history, you know every town, every village had to have a militia to protect the town. And if you were old enough to carry a gun and knew how to use it, you were part of that militia. So, you know, could be from 16 to 60, you know. So that's Moses' story. He was a cop too. He died at 60 years old. He moved here to Hopkinton. He died in Ashaway. And I'll check it with you later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This will be going on YouTube also, as well as Facebook. And have a great day.